All right, now we're going to recognize a remarkable project. And I'm really happy to introduce someone who's played a significant role in the creation of this building and thousands of more affordable units. He's the chair of the city's City Council's Land Use Committee and represents District 17 in the Bronx, which includes the project that we're honoring, 425 Grand Concourse. To give the Impact Award for Community Investment to Trinity Financial and MBD for their 425 Grand Concourse project, please welcome Councilmember Rafael Salamanca.
All right, buenos dias. Thank you for that introduction. I represent El Condado de la Salsa. So, my name is Rafael Salamanca Jr. I am the council member for the South Bronx, and I am also the chairman of the Land Use Committee. But before I begin with my remarks, I would like to congratulate all the honorees today. Let's give them a big round of applause. I would also like to thank the Citizen Housing and Planning Council for inviting me to be part of this event. It's a successful event, to see that you have all of New York City's heavy hitters in one room. Congratulations on this event. Yes, you can give yourself a big round of applause. You are all heavy hitters. We're here today to honor and recognize the outstanding achievements of all of our honorees who have advocated for the development and advancement of sound housing projects and policies. Today, I have the honor of introducing Mid-Bronx Desperados Community Housing Corporation and Trinity Financial as the recipient of the Impact Award for Community Investment for the community-focused project at 425 Grand Concourse in my district. As chair of the Committee on Land Use and a representative within one of the poorest congressional districts in the country, I see firsthand how important creating affordable housing is. Simply put, the issue of affordable housing is one of the most pressing issues of our time. For me, as a Puerto Rican kid from the South Bronx, born and raised in my community that I have the honor of representing in the New York City Council, this issue is deeply personal to me. I've seen my friends and family struggle to make ends meet, and my team at my office meets with countless people each week seeking true affordable housing. It is why I've made approving 100% affordable housing projects a priority of my tenure in the council. And I am proud to say that I've approved the most units of affordable housing, over 8,000 units, since being elected in the council. For those of you that don't know my story, I'm a former district manager for Bronx Community Board 2. My time at the community board taught me the importance of community input and involvement in housing projects. It also showed me what a good developer looks like. A sign of a good developer is someone who goes to local community boards before they ever appear to solicit feedback from the community. Is there a need for community space? What type of commercial space would you want to see on the ground floor? Did the breakdown of units match the local demographics? These are the questions that I've learned good developers ask. These are the questions that Mid-Bronx Desperados and Trinity Financial asked. Throughout the negotiation process for 425 Grand Concourse, my office was in constant communication with the development team, shaping the project in a way that best served and reflected the community. In the end, 425 Grand Concourse developed a 100% affordable housing project that rivals market rate projects right across here in Manhattan. Given how much focus on the community went into this project, it was my honor to officially approve 425 Grand Concourse in the New York City Council in February of 2018. It is only through the dedication and hard work of groups like MBD and Trinity that we are able to make a difference in the lives of those who need it most. With their unwavering commitment to building affordable housing that is for the community, by the community, they have become an example to other development teams of what is possible. With 425 Grand Concourse, MBD and Trinity demonstrated that building affordable housing isn't just a matter of constructing a building. It's a matter of investing in the future of our community. I ask that you please direct your attention to the video boards for the story of 425 Grand Concourse.
We're sitting in 425 Grand Concourse, which is a 310,000 square foot affordable housing project, which is mixed use, and it's located in the Bronx, New York. The project primarily provides 277 units of housing affordable to a range of incomes from below 30% of AMI up to 130% of AMI. We really set out to build not only housing, but build a community. So we really want to make sure that the project was wellness focused. The project also consists of a 29,000 square foot educational facility, which houses the ASAP Accelerated Studies Program for CUNY, a health center on site, as well as a 12,000 square foot supermarket and a fitness center, and outdoor access through 2 roof decks.
We applied to the RFP with Trinity, sat down one day and said, we have to do something together. And when this came up, we said, let's go for it. Let's try to do something spectacular.
It started when there was still a school building there. We actually looked into the possibilities of doing renovation to keep the building. There's just too much damage.
The castle on the concourse has an amazing history, built in 1899, 116 years of presence. Nothing will ever replace the castle on the concourse, but if there's anything that comes close, it is this wonderful architectural public policy response.
So I arranged to meet with the demolition company who were going to be doing it. And I asked, could you salvage, could you save? And we picked out which things I thought were interesting and which things he thought could be salvaged.
We loved the site from the get-go. We wanted to, with our response, create really something special.
So one of the things that we did was we oriented the tower in a north-south orientation as opposed to an east-west orientation. And we did that to really preserve the amount of daylight and access to sunlight that the park would have to the north.
The main building elements to get into a passive house certification are really an airtight, thermally well-performing envelope, energy recovery ventilation, and a smart way to address heating and cooling the building. The residents benefit from passive house tremendously. It's a very comfortable and healthy way to live.
We rezoned the site to be a much greater density, and that really facilitated the idea of not only the density and the number of apartments that we could have here, but also made achieving passive house so much easier.
This project has been a great example of collaboration between both the public sector and the private sector. Our team worked very closely with HPD, HDC, City Planning, the Parks Department, as well as the elected officials, the Bronx Borough President's Office, and a myriad of other agencies to really bring this together.
We saw it under construction, and we would always ride the bus home. And my youngest will always express how she would be super happy living in a building like this, right? And her dream came true, literally.
I was in a shelter with my daughter, so I went in the shelter in September 2020. So I was pregnant and then gave birth there and everything. And we moved out in August. Coming out of that was beautiful. It was like, oh my God, that's so great.
We genuinely care about residents, about community, about providing safe, clean, affordable housing. It feels good to accomplish something so worthy of recognition.
This hits all the notes, all the sweet spots. This is healthcare, wellness, good, wholesome living, art. You walk into the lobby of this building and it's like you're walking into an art gallery. It gives dignity to these kids and these families and these people. All of it is tied together in this development. It really captures the spirit of what we're trying to do here at HPD?
When I think about living here, I feel happiness. I feel very grateful. It's so much bigger than me because I'm not only thinking about myself, I'm thinking about the purpose and the community and all the other people that are here too. I feel very happy here.
Ladies and gentlemen, to accept the Impact Award for Community Investment for 425 Grand Concourse Project, it is my honor to welcome to the stage from MBD, Mr. Derek Lovett, and from Trinity Financials, Mr. Thomas Brown.
Thanks for the great introduction, Council Member. I'm pleased to be here today speaking on behalf of my colleagues at Trinity Financial, along with our outstanding co-developer, MBD, to thank CHPC for selecting 425 Grand Concourse for this year's Impact for Community Investment Award. We're humbled and honored to receive this award, given the large number of innovative and transformative projects that have also been completed throughout the city by the people in this room. We feel that this project is a great example of what can be accomplished when committed partners, elected officials, and local leaders work together with thoughtful design to create community-focused solutions to increase the amount of healthy and sustainable affordable housing. We'd like to thank our largest partner, the City of New York, for its support, particularly through the Mayor's Office, HPD, HDC, and the Department of City Planning. And we'd especially like to acknowledge the outstanding contributions of a dedicated public servant, HPD's Director of Bronx Planning, Ted Weinstein. Developing a project of this size and complexity required the efforts of a talented group of partners to bring it to completion. Derek will speak more to this during his remarks, but we'd like to thank our entire development team and our local elected officials for all they've done to make this project such a success, and thank Derek and the entire MBD team for being truly excellent partners from the very beginning. I'd also like to personally thank my Trinity colleagues, Christoph Stump and William Vizlaki, for their hard work and dedication throughout the project, and our principals, Jim Keefe and Patrick Lee, for their vision and leadership. From the very onset of this project, it was clear to all involved that this site was special. We wanted to ensure that 425 would create a lasting legacy of providing beautiful, healthy, and affordable homes that will enrich the lives of our residents and the members of the surrounding community for many years to come. Again, we're extremely fortunate to work with such a collaborative group of public and private partners to make this a reality. Finally, we'd like to congratulate the other honorees, Molly, Lizette, and Jerusalem. CHPC, thanks again for the great honor. Now, Derek?
I would just like to leave you with Thomas's words. There's not really a whole lot more to add, but I'll just thank a few extra people. You know, there was a time where you would come up and say a joke, but don't worry. Times have changed. But I would like to tell you how I identify. I identify of all affordable housing being luxury affordable housing. There's no reason why we can't make that happen. We believe in raising the bar. So I'd like to thank Darren Architects for what they've done. That's an amazing project. I'd like to thank Monadnock Construction Corp. Greg did a great job. Nick and Kirk, I love you guys. You know, I can't say enough about you. Nixon, Peabody, and Golston and Hall, our legal team, thank you so much. Our funders, TD Bank, Jake Morgan Chase, thank you. Redstone, what can I say? Richard Roberts is absolutely amazing. He's a mentor to many, just like Kirk Goodrich. You guys are amazing human beings. Thank you so much for all that you do. I'd like to thank the former Bronx Borough President, Ruben Diaz, and his right-hand person, James Rouse, who without them, this wouldn't have happened. Borough President Vanessa Gibson, recalled on her a couple of times to keep moving things forward, and she was so gracious to assist us. Community Board 1, thank you. Councilmember Salamanca, I think your name should be the negotiator, because there were times where we weren't sure that we could make what you wanted to happen, and you said, it's going to happen. It happened, so you're a great negotiator. Former senator, who will also always be my senator, Ruth Hester Thompson. People don't know, and they will never know what you've done. But understand, you're always doing things like that. You always make things happen. You always reach out and assist people. And we are deeply grateful for what you've done. Others are wondering what it was. Don't worry about it. But thank you. I want to give her a round of applause. MBD board and staff, I want to thank you for putting up with me. I know it can't be easy. Thank you. Ruben Rodriguez, we fight all the time. I just want to give you a special shout out. You deserve it. Partners, Trinity, Thomas, guys, well done. Well done. Once again, I identify with all housing being luxury or affordable housing. Thank you very much.